we doing, gang? Happy Tuesday to you wherever you are in the world. And today we've got a little quick video here. There's a lot of discussion going on the internet about whether you can actually put nylon strings on an acoustic guitar. So I thought I would actually fit some nylon strings on my Ovation Celebrity Acoustic Electric and give you my own thoughts, dispel some of the myths and give you some of my own feedback on it. Okay, the first thing I want to say to you is you should never ever put steel strings on a classical guitar or a guitar that's been built for nylon strings. Now the reason for that is nylon strings, the overall set tension of a set of nylon strings is around on average 80-85 pound, whereas the steel strings, the set of steel strings is going to be double. That's going to be 150-160 pounds of pressure for a set of steel strings. So the first thing you need to take into account is that a classical guitar or a guitar that's been built specifically for nylon strings, because of the lower tension of the strings, what will happen is the tops are set up for nylon strings, for a lower tension string. The bracing of the top, the whole guitar is built a lot lighter so that the top has a chance to actually, the top of your guitar has a chance to vibrate with the lower tension nylon strings. So you can imagine then, if you go and take a guitar that's built to take 80 or 90 pounds string pressure and you put 160 pounds of string pressure with steel strings on it, you're going to rip the bridge off, you're going to bend the neck, you'll bow your body, all sorts of things will go wrong. So never ever try putting steel strings onto a classical guitar or a guitar built for nylon strings. The other way round, obviously this guitar is built to take 160-170 pounds worth of string pressure. By putting nylon strings onto it, I've lowered the pressure right down to 80 pounds. Nothing is going to happen adversely to the guitar. What you will find straight away is you'll get less volume, because obviously the top of this guitar is built to vibrate with 160 pounds worth of string pressure, and I'm only exerting 80 pounds worth of string pressure. So there's one of the things to think about. One of the downsides is you'll get less volume out of it. I'm going to play something in a minute for you so you can hear. But one thing I will say is it's much softer and lighter to play, and I think it actually sounds quite nice. Let me just play a couple of things so you can hear it first. See, it's a lovely mellow tone. Much softer tone obviously with nylon strings, less volume as I said. That's obvious because obviously of the first thing in the morning, haven't had enough coffee yet. And even if you're playing with a pick, okay, and that's at the moment that's as it sounds completely acoustically. Okay. I've also got it plugged in so that we can hear it. If I turn the volume up, now I'm lucky with this actually has an under saddle piezo pickup, which obviously will pick up anything that you put on top of it. It should work perfectly alright as well if you're putting nylon strings on an acoustic guitar and you've actually got the microphone set up in the pickup there, you've got the undersaddle one. I'm not sure how well it would actually work if you have one of those, you know, the little ones that you put in the sound hole like an electric guitar has. I don't know, and I don't have one to test it, so I can't help you on that. But this is what it sounds like through the piezo pickup, through a little small amp on the floor there. So as you can see, there's no problem. I've had no problems at all putting nylon strings on my Ovation guitar. Okay, one thing I'll say about it, my Ovation, the bridge, I'll bring it up there, you can see my bridge is actually a pull-through bridge. So I'm using the Dario EJ32C ball end nylon strings. These are actually nylon strings that comes with a ball end. Okay, now if you've got a bridge that has the pins in it to hold your strings in, then you will need to buy ball end nylon strings, or you'll need to cut the little balls off the steel strings that you've taken off and somehow tie them on to the end of your new nylon strings to hold them in with a pin. If you've got a pull-through bridge like I have there, then you can always try tying them with a normal classical knot, although I'm not quite sure. I didn't want to actually damage the bridge by tying the knots on there. A couple of things to keep in mind if you're going to put nylon strings on an acoustic steel strung guitar. You will lose volume because, as I said, the lower tension of the nylon strings won't vibrate the top of the guitar as well as the steel strings will. The other thing is, you'll find as well, what I had to do with this is the nylon strings, as you can see, are a little bit thicker than what your steel strings are going to be. So on your neck, on your actual bridge here, I did have to just take a little nail file and just open up one of the slots slightly to get the G string to sit nicely on there. But apart from that, it's beautiful. I'm not used to playing the narrower neck. That's another thing you will find. This is a inch 11/16 42mm neck on this Ovation, and your standard classical guitars are 50 or 52mm 2-inch necks, and so you will find slightly closer together, the strings are closer together, and because they're slightly thicker, sometimes you'll hit a wrong string like I do and it'll So there you go. Can you put nylon strings on an acoustic guitar, a steel strung acoustic guitar? Yes, of course you can. You're going to lose volume. You'll find the strings are a little bit thicker, so they might not sit in the slots on the headstock properly, so you open them up. But as far as the sound goes, it's no different. And to be honest with you, it actually has a lovely feel. I'm getting very used to it. I've got a slight bit of arthritis. If you've watched my other videos, you'll know I suffer from arthritis. And so having the softer nylon strings gives me a much lower action when I'm playing up the neck. Okay, slightly out of tune because I only fitted them last night, so they're still stretching in. That's another thing to remember with your nylon strings. They do take longer to stretch in. I only put them on last night, so they are just going out a little bit. But that's because they're nylon and they're stretching in. But not very far out, to be honest with you. They haven't lost a lot of their tuning. So there you have it. Obviously, if you decide to put nylon strings on your acoustic guitar, the easiest ones to use are ball end nylon strings. Now I know D'Addario do the EJ32Cs. These are what's fitted on here. Ernie Ball do ball end nylon strings, and Martin also do a set of ball end nylon strings, and I'm sure there's others out there that will be cheaper, but that's the three I know of. I'll leave you links below if you want to look at them. I've actually done a review just on these strings, on the D'Addario EJ32C ball end nylon strings fitted on my flamenco guitar, so I'll leave you a link for that as well below. Hope you've enjoyed this and found it a little bit useful. They're the things to remember. You will lose a little bit of volume fitting nylon strings on an acoustic guitar, but they're much softer to play, give you a much mellower sound. I really like the mellow sound that they've given me on my Ovation, and I'm probably gonna keep them on there for a while, to be honest with you. Listen, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to right over there, whoa, I always get that wrong, there should be a little subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the future reviews I do, or any cover songs that I'm going to be doing fairly shortly again. Remember to hit the bell icon so that you do get notified, because they don't send out emails anymore apparently, so you need to hit the bell icon and get notified. And I'll see you in the next video. Hey, have a great day. Bye for now.